Mountain Dew GSL Season 1 Regeneration.
Welcome back to the GSL Valentine's Day Edition cast. It's Creator versus INnoVation, a true David versus Goliath match coming up next.
Yeah, but I'm not calling Creator out of this yet, okay? He has shown good PvT in the past. I think that he has potential here. INnoVation definitely looked good against Hurricane, but not unstoppable. It wasn't like we were watching Maru. There was a distinct difference, okay? INnoVation had closer games against Hurricane than Maru did against Hero. And Hero and Hurricane are definitely different levels in my opinion. So
INnoVation,
I think there's a chance here.
A pretty impressive series, did end up losing to Sue. I do feel like he is the obvious favorite, but who knows, man? You gotta root for an underdog. Creator has been the underdog of underdogs here in all of GSL history. Could he pull it off? It's just a best of 3, man. Let's see what he's got. Let's go.
Mountain Dew GSL Season 1 Regeneration. 게임이 시작됩니다. 오토메이션. 게임 준비 완료. 지네어 그린윙스 크리에이터.
I'm glad we're on Automaton. I like this map a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. If you give enough skulls to the guy in the middle, he shoots cannons at your opponent.
That's right, man. Blackbeard.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, fire you blackers, or I'll fire your skulls at them instead.
That's right. You gotta watch, because INnoVation might go boss at the top.
That's right.
You gotta go intercept that. I love the just the artwork of this map. I think StarCraft 2 maps have become just so beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like,
There's so much you can do
basically
with the
all
editor.
of them look really good.
Yeah.
And they have different themes.
And this one's
stuff.
got kind of a nice oak feel.
Yeah, well, it's like a steampunk pirate ship or something.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So as we can see here, INnoVation with a pretty considerable all-time record against Creator, but I didn't realize Creator had taken any games off INnoVation, to be honest.
Huh.
I have no
In
memory of
Legacy of the
that, but
Void.
we've casted for a long time.
Well,
A little bit of caster dementia kicking in there, you know?
Dementia is your middle name, Jesus.
Thank you again for joining us today, guys, on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are just watching at home with your significant other, making out on the commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Totally,
AKA
totally
watching,
making out.
AKA watching Tastos' highlight videos on the breaks.
That's right, exactly.
Just as good.
Nexus almost done.
Yeah, the
These are
Reaper's
pretty
come across.
modest openings on both sides. I mean, no one's trying
Yeah.
to do anything all-in or crazy. They're just trying to macro up.
I appreciate the complete lack of proxy racks from INnoVation.
Same.
Makes
Well,
me really
INnoVation really has a different way of approaching the game. Okay, he does zone out the Reaper. You can't really hop up into the main with the way the buildings are placed there.
Yeah, very well done.
Okay, and now we've got a starport coming here.
Robo coming up actually immediately for
Oh.
Creator. This is exciting me. I am really
Look,
liking seeing the
Dude,
Robo.
here's the thing, guys. I really don't feel like Creator's supposed to play a standard game against INnoVation.
Well,
I don't-
Robo, do you think he's going to cheese with the Robo?
I think so.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but I mean, it just look. I mean, I think INnoVation is just a better, stronger player in a long standard macro game. So, you know, play to your strengths. Try to, you know, if you're Protoss, try to bring this game into one where, you know, based off the skill sets you do have, that maybe you can pull it off.
But truly, what Creator was good at, oh, he did scout the Robo. What Creator was good at when he was a top-end pro was specifically, like, very kind of turtley macro play.
Right.
And I have been talking a lot about how I know that Blink is the most popular opener right now in PvT. But I personally have really, I thought that Deer's approach it just kind of struck a chord with me, and I think it makes a lot of sense the way that he's focusing on the Robo. He's stopping the first attack that Terran does, because a lot of Terrans are putting too many eggs into that basket, and he's kind of giving himself some really high-quality units. So it kind of looks like Deer's build. Not exactly, but kind of it does.
Here comes that Observer now. Now keep in mind, even though the Terran hasn't been able to do much scouting, you could see the blur of the Observer, and then you therefore know the Robotech and what the other possibilities are. No scan to kill it off, though. We do have a War Prism coming here as well.
And the third base goes up, 430. Yeah, this is looking a lot like Deer's build. Again, not exactly the same, but here he goes into Colossus Tech from here.
Now let's remember,
he's got his 3 gates as well.
INnoVation was pretty strong at disabling Colossi and then winning from there. Oh, he knows there's an Observer. Oh my God.
Oh, he's so close to it.
Wow. That really makes you appreciate the difference in vision distances.
Yeah, it does indeed.
Just out of range where he looks at that and says, okay, I gotta pack it up and leave. He's looking for me.
Don't think he should really care about that adept, but okay.
Whoa,
yeah, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, good
Very
pickup.
sick. Okay, so Creator's going to come here now towards the main. What is actually over here? A lot of these Marines.
Oh, he can disable that if it gets too close. Okay.
Yep, good save.
Yeah.
He pulls away. This is going to keep INnoVation on in a more defensive position, as he has to be ready for that possibility of the Warp Prism coming. No way for Terran to assert themselves on the map until Stim is done either, by the way. You're not going to move out. By then, there's going to be more than one Colossus out here.
That's very true. And the third base will be up and mining steadily. So I feel like Creator has done enough to get himself in a position where he will have enough technically. That doesn't mean that you're going to hold on. There's things that can happen, like micro, good Raven usage, possibly a split of the armies with medevacs by INnoVation.
Well, INnoVation, there's no cracks in his defense here. He's been doing a great job. That first Colossus is out, and the second one is inbound. We see Combat Shields finishing up over here, and now is the moment where Terran can try to come out on the map. Now, let's remember what we saw in the earlier PVTs, guys. It was really about that Raven disabling the Colossus, and then it was the Stim into diving on top of that to take out those key units.
And
we see a cannon being made here. That's going to be very handy. Cannons are great against infantry.
I think Creator has perfectly skirted the line of greediness. Like, he made the one Observer, scouted well, saw there were no tanks, skipped a lot of gateway units to get as much as he could, and now he's going up to 6 gates. So if he brings his whole army together, he will definitely beat this army, but it is the possibility of the split that he's defending right now.
Okay, countdown to Stim. It's here now, and oh my God! That's why one pylon placed at a certain position is really important.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he missed the disable.
Yeah,
he messed it up and clicked on a stalker. There's never a moment where you're like, I'm going to disable this stalker.
No, probably not.
So he does actually not kill the Colossus, and this was literally the perfect storm here for Creator. He did not lose either of the Colossi, and he lost the bulk of his infantry.
Now, the drop in the main base is doing a little bit so far. 5 probes killed. He's still got an active Widow Mine in here. Nice micro by Creator with that Prism and Colossus. I tell you what, I kind of like where Creator's at right now. The fact that he has his third base mining, his probe count is not that bad. He did lose some, sure, but he's kept 2 Colossus alive. He's still got his Prism. He's got a couple Immortals. He's got +1. It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is not bad. The question is Creator going to be able to keep this and maintain this positioning and everything? I mean, he seems to have a lot of mistakes happen in the games where he has a lead, but maybe he doesn't control right. Now, he does kill the Observer. It should be pretty obvious that he wants to drop here. In fact, we see an Observer coming down there just to confirm when that does come in. Here we go, a scan. Now, this is quite a lot of units.
Wow, he's just going to drop on top of absolutely everything. The Prism is there, though, to pick up that Colossus. Oh, a nice disable upon it, but the other Colossus does, in fact, come in. The rest of the gateway units coming as well.
The problem is these Colossi are not being killed off. The numbers are getting higher and higher and higher.
Great micro as well. He just keeps picking up Colossi that might be in danger.
Yeah.
Creator's doing a great job, man.
And INnoVation is just running into a wall over and over again.
Yeah.
our underdog story is starting to unfold here, Artosis. I mean, Creator is doing everything that he needs to be doing. INnoVation's looking scary, but you know, with each of these attacks that doesn't kill a single Colossus, you have to imagine that the next attack from INnoVation is only going to do worse. The whole theme that Creator is playing this game around is trying to slowly build up more and more Colossi to try to protect this.
Well, this is actually the moment where the game should shift a little bit. We should see Creator coming out on the map. He can't sit back much longer. There's a big switch right now into Liberator tech. Okay, and when he comes out, if you are sitting back defensively and Terran gets up on you and sieges the Liberators, that becomes very, very difficult. But if you are out in the map pressuring the Terran, moving the Liberators around defensively is much harder.
Okay. Scan here in the main. It appears as though the main is basically naked. There's nothing there to help defend. We also have Creator making a pylon down here on the lower right. Probably going to be putting some pressure on this base that we see right here, which this hallucinated Phoenix is scouting.
He's starting to move out a little bit. Let's see it. Where is it? Okay, Creator is seemingly starting to move. Of course, he doesn't have good vision around so far. He has a few pylons here and there, but not full vision.
But INnoVation's just waiting for him to leave so that he can dive into the main again.
Yes, I do think you are completely right about that.
Okay, well that dive is happening right now. Now there's already one Colossus here, but there's a lot of Liberators as well.
Yeah, that's too many Liberators to actually engage right here.
Disabling the Colossus once more, but it's not going to be picked off either. There's going to be another attack coming in here.
That's hard to break. You need a lot of Stalkers with Blink. He doesn't have Blink yet.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Blink's way far away too.
Okay,
Archon's being shot down. A lot of these Stalkers taking a huge amount of damage underneath these Liberators. It looks like just barely there's going to be enough angled correctly where he can try to fend this off. But meanwhile, oh my God, INnoVation is just a rabid monster.
Yeah, this was great
so
how he pulled
good.
this together.
Yeah.
Like, he really utilized his Raven quite a bit this game, and not even for the standard things. Sure, we saw lots of disabling, but that's not what won him the game. I feel like the observers that he just continually killed helped to make Creator a little bit out of position.
Yeah.
And then that switch into Mass Liberators, again, when they switch over into Liberators, that's when Protoss kind of has to take control of the map. Because unless you have a ridiculously bigger army or Tempest, you're not really going to clear them well if they're attacking with them already sieged in position. So it was definitely very good play by INnoVation, but that was a very good game by Creator as well.
Yeah, Creator looks strong. It's just that INnoVation is so unrelenting. You know, he's just so good at continuously hitting, and when he hits so hard. You know, when you see two of the early attacks not doing any real damage and Creator holding, the fact that the third and the fourth did an insane amount of damage is really saying how fierce INnoVation really is.
Kairos Junction, our next map. Creator has to pull it together right now. This would be a big upset and a big moment for Creator if he can make it into that round of 16.
Okay, Kairos Junction will be map number 2, and that has loaded up. This is Creator versus INnoVation. Right now, INnoVation with a 1-0 lead.
마틴듀 GSL 시즌 1 Regeneration 게임이 시작됩니다. 카이로스 정션 게임 준비 완료. 지네어 그린윙스 크리에이터. Reciprocity, INnoVation.
All right.
INnoVation looking very godlike in that last game. Just, you know, able to come out and do so much damage, attacking over and over again. Even if the initial attacks don't work, he's going to find one of those attacks that's going to break you. Creator had a good start. He was hanging on, but like all great players against INnoVation, you do eventually tumble.
Yeah.
He's just, his attacks are just so crazy. Even like, he's like dropping right on top of Colossi and spamming out Liberators right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's like, okay, the Protoss barely holds that off, but already there's another attack inbound. I mean, INnoVation, By the time he gets to 4 bases, he has so much, he's doing so much damage. It's just insane, man.
Yeah, there was, I guess that one of the things that we can say, like, I really liked that he went for the robo opening. It gave him a lot of power. It got him into a reasonable position. His blink definitely was quite late that game when you think about it, right? When they continually are doing drops like that against you, that's one of the big selling points of blink, is that you can actually punish the Terran player, right? If you can pick off a medevac here and there, they can't suddenly show up at your base with 10 Liberators because they have to remake some medevacs. They can't pin you as hard because they have less medevacs. They have to be more careful about that.
It's kind of like,
that's definitely something that went wrong that game, I think.
It's sort of like when we follow the Protoss player and look at what robo units they're keeping alive. Do they have enough Immortals? How are the Colossi doing? Don't lose Warp Prisms. Kind of the same thing with the Terran air composition.
Yeah.
If you don't lose any medevacs, not only are you going to have stronger and stronger drops as the game progresses, but you're going to have a stronger amount of Liberators so that when those big, strong drops come in, the Liberators set up and suddenly you have like an impenetrable position.
Absolutely. You can definitely see moves like that. Creator was not able to really dent the long-term units of INnoVation. I think just about no medevacs died. The Raven never died. You know, it just... The thing is, he did a great job of keeping his long-term units alive as well. It's just didn't take map control, didn't have blink, didn't have a full radius vision of his base either. So, I mean, INnoVation did what he needed to win.
Is Creator just going to do the same thing again?
I
try
think
to
so.
Not mess it up.
I really think so, and I think
is,
that this map is better for it than the last one.
Thing is, I sometimes feel like one of Creator's other weak points is he's not strong in a series.
Okay.
Like, he's a good player, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure if you face him on the ladder, he will crush you. He's got a very good game understanding. But yeah, sometimes the way he's prepped for builds, just historically in GSL, I'm like, well, I don't know, man. You know, I don't know if this is going to work. Whereas you look at some other, like SOS, it's like, okay, every single game, it's like the perfect, most brilliant strategy. He plays so weird and then so standard other games that it's hard to predict him.
Yeah, you're certainly not wrong there, but it looks the same as last game. It's not. He's warping in 3 gateways. This is not a defensive play. He's going to have 4 gates and a chrono-boosted prism. And
actually, you know, I want to take back my criticism then, because I wasn't watching the tab. I was actually looking at you when I was making those statements, but this is probably much better for him to do something like this. Try to come out here early and do some damage. Don't get into that kind of game where you're going to be abused like that. Oh my God, he somehow just misses this.
Oh my God, you're so right. This
is like just
huge. Wow. Okay,
he's going to find out now.
Oh, pop that in the prism quick. There you go.
Okay, Marines and tanks coming down to the low ground.
Ooh, that's a pretty healthy amount of Marines in front of that tank.
And they have a good distance between the Stalkers and the tank. Oh!
That isn't good, is it?
Ow! Oh! Oh!
That is...
The Cyclone gets his revenge.
That's painful. Now, what Creator did here was not, like, all in. He can make some more robo units and, I think, still have a chance to hold on. It's funny, by the way, that this game, INnoVation went Siege Tank. This is the first time he's done that today in his TVPs.
Yeah, that's right. He's really been more focused on just getting bio out, getting a Raven right away.
Oh, I think it's based on the fact that the Reaper was killed off. He didn't actually get a scout into the main base.
That's a good point. So the tank is basically a safety maneuver.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like, if there's a tank well covered with Marines, you're not going to be able to really get over there with Stalkers.
Yeah, a couple tanks, 1-2 tanks in the early game are just really hard to stop. Or to kill, I guess, rather, if you're trying to attack. If it's just bio units, you can do a lot of magic.
It's like tanks for the memories, you know?
My God.
Yeah, I'm terrible. We have another Colossus coming up here. So, I mean, even though Creator's initial attack was completely and totally, I mean, just stopped. It was stopped before it even started. He's going to try to go back and go into a third base and once again try to put some more pressure on here. Unfortunately, Creator in all of his games is just losing Warp Prisms like a madman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely has had a hard time keeping Warp Prisms alive today. We can't argue with that statement. It's a true factual statement.
So he is, I think INnoVation's going to try to push here. There is another Warp Prism parked in the same location where the last one was killed, getting ready to hopefully do a warp in here. See?
Great job,
You
Taste.
guys gotta trust me.
Yeah.
He's gonna unload this, and the question is INnoVation going to turn around? I'm looking at the red flips on the map, and he's not.
No, against just a few Zealots, whatever warp it's, I think that you're going to be all right.
Oh my God, he even takes that
Ooh.
out. This is like perfect control here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
uh-oh.
Okay, here we go. Does he?
Tasteless.
Oh wait, what just happened? There's like a hallucinated Phoenix out of nowhere that was made right there. I was actually wondering if this would be a good time to make a hallucinated Colossus, just so you might try to draw another.
Maybe he disables it or something. Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, there's the disable now.
All right.
Uh-oh, Tasteless, I think this is over. And INnoVation is going to keep this sick run of Terrans alive in the GSL so far.
Yeah. Yeah, this is already so much damage. 13 probes have been taken out. And look at this, just right as all the Protoss upgrades are like going to finish up. He's like, okay, Thermal Lance is done. Where are they?
My sentries at +1.
Where are the Colossuses? We got
7
Thermal Lance done.
damage.
Any Colossi here? There you are. You. 20 HP Colossus, come over here and use your Thermal Lance.
My gosh. So, INnoVation is going to advance. There's a lot of Terrans in the round of 16 so far. Only Keen hasn't made it out.
Well,
The creator's like, I'm not dead yet.
don't give up on me.
It's like that Monty Python skit.
Which one? The guy who's getting his limbs cut off?
No. The one where it's like the plague and they're pushing around the cart.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
I'm not dead yet.
He's like, bring out your dead.
Yeah,
He's ringing
exactly.
the bell. Yeah. That's
You
like-
will be soon. No, I feel fine. I feel better. No, you don't.
Okay, third CC coming down here.
Yeah.
Unrelenting INnoVation is going to dive in for another attack on a probe. Oh, look at this.
Pylon. And control pylon.
If there was a term for this pylon that we could use it. Oh, okay, it's out.
That's why you get 2 prisoners.
Lights out, friendo. Meanwhile,
You watch, we were like calling the game in the series, and
I know.
now creator 2-0s from here.
Well, Creator is just still staying back, trying to defend, and it looks like, you know, there's no easy way for INnoVation to come in here and do a ton of damage, but he's going to try anyways. He's still rotating around the exterior of this base. We're seeing Creator already get a few more warpins going over here as he wants to protect that third. So INnoVation's third is a little bit later, but overall, economically and army-wise, he's still slightly ahead in every way.
Yes, indeed. Starting a little bit of Liberator production, not quite as big as last game yet. His army size is ballooning a bit, up 20 army supply right now. But there's always a period where the Terran army supply surpasses the Protoss. Very normal thing.
Okay, INnoVation has actually backed off a little bit here. I think realizing that the only way that Creator is going to come back in this game is if INnoVation overextends several times and loses, you know, these key units. Now, Creator's trying to come across the map, and there's a lot of open spaces here where you could really have a good arc of infantry come in here and gun this down. What is it? It's 2 Colossi, right, total?
Yeah, the army's okay. It can kind of fight against what we see.
Storm
from
is
INnoVation there.
a ways away from finishing, so we can't rely on that splash. Storm and Colossi, the Thermal Lance, is like crazy good. But we're not there yet. And Creator needs to be careful, man. If he goes too far out on the map, okay, now we're in that phase again. We were talking about this in the last game. You're not losing medevacs, therefore you have these big drops. You were able to make a lot of Liberators because you weren't losing those medevacs. And this was the drop in game 1 that really killed INnoVation, or Creator.
Yeah, it's looking kind of scary, but there's a little bit of a force here. Look at that. He's got a shield battery and a cannon here as well.
Oh, nice feedbacks there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, those liberation zones are going to be hard to deal with.
And
That's
he
for sure.
also gets a denial on that 4th base up here. Looks like he could get the Forge too.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's going to get a lot more than that, I think. You can't clear this because of the Liberators. You just can't.
Yeah,
That is a no man's
You're not
land.
going to get over here. The Nexus is actually now another obstacle you're trying to get around. Storm is done, so there is that, but here we go. He's doing it
boy.
again.
Yeah, it's a lot of Liberators all over the place.
Okay, more Storms coming in here. It looks like this is the beginning of the end for this. Actually, no, it's not. There's just so much over here. Yeah, he just wins again. INnoVation is just like one of the greatest humans of all time. He's so good. He makes us look so easy.
Yeah.
It makes it look like the Protoss can't do anything at all.
Well, that first attack, I think, was really quite nice.
Yeah.
But he is everywhere right now. The Liberators are something that Creator just hasn't been able to deal with this game.
Okay, so now he's going to possibly come in here and just sandwich this position. So this should be the killing blow. I mean, INnoVation's done it once more. Are we really surprised, though, guys? I mean, he's such a great player.
Are you sure it's over now, Tasis?
Yes.
Okay.
I am just waiting for him to tap out here. I
so
think
is
this
INnoVation.
46 supply Protoss is in some hot water already.
It's got 13 army supply, though.
Yeah, that's true. GG.
All right. And INnoVation does advance. Say my little spiel again.
Yep.
Only Keen has actually been eliminated as far as Terran players go.
But we've had a lot of great Terran players in this season of GSL.
Oh, absolutely. Not arguing that. They are having some very good success thus far. Creator, you played pretty well overall today. You should be happy you got third place at least in the group.
Once again, we're getting it affirmed that Creator is still just around a 32 GSL player, not in that upper tier.
Well, finally he is again, right? And he did well in the Super Tournament. Even to making his Super Tournament's a big deal, and he did that last time.
So we're going to have an interview now with INnoVation, see how he's feeling, since he is the second player to advance to the round of 16 out of Group F here for tonight's GSL.
네, 발렌타인데이에 탄생한 두 번째
It's the second person to make it to the round of 16 on the Valentine's Day. INnoVation, congratulations.
초콜릿 드릴게요.
And here's the chocolate for you.
네, 다시 한번 축하드립니다. 먼저
Once again, congratulations.
첫 시즌
And
16강 진출 소감부터 들어볼게요.
How do you feel about making to the round of 16 on the first season of 2019 GSL?
쉬운 편이긴 한데
No, I think today's group was relatively easy.
좀 잘 못해가지고
Although I haven't been doing really well, so I was kind of anxious whether I can make it out of the group or not, but eventually I did so, so
오늘
I feel
경기를
relieved.
통해서 이신영 선수의
Through
프로포즈전 의구심을
today's
말끔히
matches,
해소할 수가
you
있었습니다.
were able to
남균 선수에게도
dispose of all the
또
question marks on
GSL
your
예선에서
TVP
두 번
matchup.
만나 두 번 모두 졌던
And also,
장현우 선수에게도
you lost
복수를
twice to
해냈었는데요.
Creator in the
그때
preliminaries
이후로
of
달라진
GSL.
점이나
However,
개선한
you were
점이
able
있으신가요?
to get it even today. How do you feel about TVP?
연습을 했고요.
I focused primarily on my TVP, and as I was going through the reps, I was able to figure out a couple of builds and management, how to effectively tackle Protosses. So,
자신 있는 것 같아요.
although I wasn't as
인상적인
prepared
게
as before,
빠른
but
두 번째
now I'm
우주
good to
상황에서
go.
나오는 그 해방선 내기.
It was very impressive how you pushed the Protoss using the
있었던
Liberators. Are the Liberators direct answer to what you just
유령이나
said?
바이킹 운영 같은 거는 좀
No, I think currently going macro using Ghosts or Vikings need a lot of physicality, and sometimes you can't really outpower the Protoss.
양쪽으로 흔드는
So
식이
it
나을
is
것
rather
같아요.
more effective, in my opinion,
이렇게
to
프로토스전
utilize
기분 좋은
Liberators
승리를
and
거뒀고요.
push them around
오늘
at
승자전
multi-pronged
패배는 많이 아쉬울 것
directions.
같습니다. 상대 전적에서
네,
많이 앞섰던 어윤수 선수인데
Although you still made
오늘
it,
패배를
but
했는데요.
you may
그
feel a
승자전 얘기
little
좀
bit sad
들어볼게요.
about
많이 아쉬움
losing in the
남으세요?
winners match versus Sue,
일단
since you were
저거는
way
연습을 아예
way
안
up in the head-to-head
제가 그
score against Sue.
에러가스
How do you feel?
플레이가 아무래도 좀 대제 빌드긴 하더라고요.
You know,
초반 찌르기에.
the
그래서
barracks followed by
이제는
refinery
좀,
build is kind of
성과들을
excluding a
해야
lot
될
of
것
Zerg's
하고서
early
좀
builds.
준비를 해야 될것
So I think I need to be a little bit more cautious in regards to that sense,
리퍼그넌시에서 쓴 빌드에 사실
craft
깜짝
more builds regards to
놀랐었습니다.
it.
그 빌드 굉장히 오랜만에 보는 거였고요.
It was a very
또그 화염기갑병
old school
벤시 빌드를 보고 어윤수 선수가
tactics that you
굉장히
use on
화가
new
났었다.
repugnancy.
이런 이야기를 하긴
And
했거든요.
Sue
그건
told us
어떻게
that
꺼내실
he
거예요?
got very angry after he lost to that held that Banshee push.
그런 플레이 했던 건데 예전에
What was the motive to using that build?
6퀸 정도 나와 있길래
No, I saw Sue having 6 queens, so I thought I was gonna get fended off
그래서
easily,
뚫은
but
것 같아요.
he
사이즈는 막힐 사이즈.
his micro was very lackadaisical,
어윤수
so I
선수가
kind of
오늘
got the
인터뷰를
better
보면
end of it.
더욱더 화가 나실 것
I think once
같습니다.
Sue sees this
자,
interview,
오늘
he's gonna
경기
be even
외적인 이야기도
more mad.
해보겠습니다. 이신영 선수 작년 성적이 굉장히 아쉽습니다.
No,
2017년
last year you
세
had a
번째
relatively
우승을 거두고
lackluster
작년에
performance
16강에서
according to
모두
your
세 시즌을
standards.
다 마무리를 하셨어요.
And you finished
올해는
all
어떻게
3 seasons of
계획하고
GSL in the
계신지
round of
목표가
16.
들어보고
Can you please tell us your
일단
expectations and
올해는
approach to this season?
작년에는 시작이 좀 안 좋았는데
No,
올해는
last year I
시작이
didn't start
좋아가지고
really well. I had a bumpy start. However, this season I got off to a good start.
작년보다는 무조건
So I
잘할 것
think
같긴 한데
I'm gonna do better than
신유강도
last year,
잘한 것
regardless of how I did.
아 16강도
But I think I did pretty okay by
GSL
reaching
3회
round of
우승자가
16.
16강이 잘한 거라뇨.
I mean, you're a 3-time winner of
32강
GSL, and
준비하면서
you say round of 16 is
32강 뚫는 것도
relatively
굉장히
good
힘들구나라는
achievement.
걸 느껴가지고
Then,
작년에 어떻게
you know, I
16강
feel
세
like,
번까지 약간 이 생각했거든요.
getting through the round of
잘해야죠.
32 is an arduous task. So I still feel like, how did I even make it to round of 16 3 times in a row last
잘할 수 있을 것 같다
season?
이야기를 하시니까 안심이 됩니다. 마지막으로 팬분들께 한마디
Any last
들려주세요.
words to the fans?
예, 일단
First of all,
IM도 곧 있고 또
It's gonna be IM
WSG도
soon,
곧 있어가지고
as well as the
굉장히
WSG.
좀 압박을 많이 받고 있는데
I have a lot of pressure on my shoulders.
바짝 열심히 해가지고
I'm gonna grind out all the reps,
좋은 경기 보여드리겠습니다.
and I'll
네,
showcase
알겠습니다. 다시
great
한번 16강
performance to all the
진출
fans. Thank
축하드립니다.
you.
네, 감사합니다.
네,
Okay,
지금까지
thank you,
이신영
Brian.
선수였고요. 오늘 경기
Innovation
최종
has
정리
spoken.
확인해 보겠습니다.
Well, guys, here are our results for Group F. We have tomorrow off, but don't worry, we don't have that much time off. We'll be right back at the GSL Code S on Saturday at 1 p.m. Korean Standard Time. We will also be casting the ASL 7 p.m. Sunday night and Tuesday night. And then we have GSL Wednesday and Thursday again, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but Thursday is the group selection.
Oh, so we don't
So
have
Saturday,
casting.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Saturday, Wednesday will be our last 2 days.
That's right. Yeah, we don't
for
have
round
enough
of 32
groups. Yeah.
Yeah, and group selection is always on a different day. So there you go. Yes, this is our group for Saturday.
Man,
this
look
is
at Impact.
Woo. This was when I was looking at the first group that I thought was kind of a group of death. Fantasy is in tip-top shape right now, and so is TY as always.
That's right.
Impact has always quietly been a top 6 Zerg in Korea, and Leenock is, like, as we saw, if he hadn't gotten sick and stuff, he might have won BlizzCon over Sterile is all I'm saying. Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
that's all I'm saying. He would have probably won that GSL
Real
season.
talk.
And who can stop Leenock? Really? No one but himself.
Sorry if that's a little bit too real for you kids.
Yeah,
at home.
sorry guys, I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry if this closing of GSL is a little bit too raw, a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to hold your hands through the closing of this show.
No. Leenock's not either.
No.
So that's going to be an awesome group. I cannot wait for that. I love all 4 of those players.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody who's watching, and also happy birthday to Rapid.
That's right. The best Valentine's gift that any mother could ever receive.
Yes. So, yeah, guess we got to take Rapid out
Yes, I think so.
and, you know, party with him because it's his birthday and then tell him that we love him because it's Valentine's Day.
He's going to be my Valentine, not yours.
We're going to be fighting over him.
Yeah.
Okay. The ultimate fantasy.
Wait, no, actually, I'm just going home too. See you guys later. But this has been, it was a good day of games, I think, overall.
Yeah, I mean, I had fun.
I thought Sue was so impressive today.
Well, the fact that he smashed INnoVation like that, and the only game that INnoVation took was in a timing rush, not a late macro game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really saying something. Anyways, that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us here at the GSL Code S. We love you. Bye-bye.
This is my world.
Let's make it count. I must practice tolerance.
GSL 시즌 1 Regeneration